Hey guys, it's Bait Trooper again with another car review from Gran Turismo 6. This time it's the new BMW M4. I've set mine up for fast road use mainly, but it's still good on the pure out and out racetracks as well. It's running 598 horsepower at 1285 kilograms for a performance score of 570 pp on sports soft tyres. It's my take on what a possible CSL version could be like. Same as always, we start at Sierra SS2. The M4 rips off the line, and although spinning its tyres, it still charges through the first and second gear before the 90-degree bend. It can be slightly awkward on colder tyres and a little slidey, but for such a large car, it's beautifully agile as well, with the classic neutral BMW balance and a lovely weight to the steering. It can really get its power down when exiting the turns, and though the car does like a squirm, if you have faith and hold the line, you'll be fine. Very good grip through the tight turns, and the fast S-bends really show the level of stability in the chassis here. The time set was 2 minutes 32 seconds .716. Now we'll return to SS3 at Sierra. Again, the M4 burns its rear tyres off the line and proceeds to kick its rear out entertainingly just at the end of the last turn. It continues the sideways action, doing the same again in the next bend, and is beginning to start to reveal itself as a bit more of an M car than I had thought originally at first. Starts to behave itself through the 90-degree turn at the top of the hill and then holds 140 to 150 miles an hour right through the fast downhill section, really showing its grip and stability yet again. Coming into the long corner at the end of this section, the brakes are impeccable. Although slightly awkward through the narrow uphill section, it was still quick up there and was very stable over the jump towards the end. Final time set was 2 minutes 30.916. Now we'll see how the M4 copes with the city streets by going around Tokyo's Route 246. After utilising all 7 gears and reaching 175 mph by the end of the straight, again the brakes shine through, allowing the car to shed all that speed and sigh through the first 90-degree turn. It also does well through the fast direction change just shortly after. However, the car became a little more stubborn around the long 180-degree turn, and although it was stable going through in 4th gear, it did require a bit of throttle adjustment. Again, the M4 takes a little nibble out of its front tyres as we go into the next left-hander, but feathering the throttle and then planting it back down makes the rear squirm out and just puts the car on the right line for flying through the downhill section just after. Along the tight twisty downhill section near the end, just after the 2 consecutive 90-degree corners, the BMW starts to feel like it's not at all at home, and it's awkward, although it's still playful enough to give a nice little slide around the final hairpin. Time set was 1 minute 48.411. Lastly, we'll test its track potential with a quick sprint up Goodwood's legendary Hillclimb course. Despite really spinning up, the M4 has a good launch and fires through the first few gears on the way to the first bend. It continues the stonking pace through the second turn and right along that section, getting a little playful at the sharp left turn onto the straightaway. It really starts to feel at home here as it darts through the right-left flick at the front wall with ease. The M4 takes the next turn and charges off to the last turn, but again it kicks its back end out. The time set was 48 seconds, .753. In summary, overall, the M4 felt very stable and grippy, remaining planted through the fast turns and sweeping turns alike, with an agility and poise that belied its rather large size. It felt completely at home on the open road, and although not as savage as the outgoing E92 Series M3, it was still a little playful and highly entertaining car to drive, with the security in knowing how well balanced its chassis is. In the city, the car coped well overall, but was a little stubborn through the longer 180-degree turn and the twisty section near the end of the circuit, almost as if the road was too narrow for the M4. At Goodwood, the car felt surprisingly even more at home than it did in the open road, and really seemed in its element, showing brutal acceleration and grip over the first and last sections, and amazing agility at the front wall where it darted through that section with complete ease. All in all, a well-rounded GT car with the ability to shine on track days too. Cheers for watching, guys. See you next time.